Just a real quick little competition. Where's kindergartners? Are they all up front? And it's first, second, third, fourth, and fifth as we go back? Okay. Either way. Alright, we'll keep an eye out. We do something in the Marine Corps. We have to stand very still and quiet for a long, long time before training. Alright, it's called standing at attention. Alright, so I'm going to make a command. And I want everybody to put their feet together and their hands at their side. And I want you to stare straight ahead. No laughing, no smiling. We're going to see who can stand at attention the best. Is it the kindergartners? Or is it the fifth graders, second graders, first graders? We're going to keep an eye out, okay? All right, so here's my command. It's going to say, Western Avenue School, attend HUD. When I do that, I want you to put your hands at your side and your feet together. Can you guys do that? Alright, who thinks they're going to be the best? Right here? Okay, here we go. Ready? Western Avenue School, attend HUD! No laughing. No smiling. Cub Scouts are looking pretty good. Straight faces. Look straight ahead. All right, no laughing. All right, relax. Not too bad. All right, that was impressive. That was impressive. All right, you know what? Everybody wins on that one. All right, I'm really impressed. And Mr. David, I think we may have some future Marines out here. All right. Is there a chance that there's a picture that I sent you that we can throw up on the screen?
Yep, there you go.
Right there, that's perfect. Hey, guys, my name is Matt Mason, and I'm super excited to be here, okay? This program you guys have has just been awesome. You guys can all have a seat. Have a seat. Thanks for playing a little game there. I do have a couple kids that are here, so you may know them. I've got Hadley. She's in Mrs. Gray's class. I don't know where she's at. You can raise your hand if you want. And then my son Rocky's in Mrs. Helminger's kindergarten class. So I spent 10 years as a United States Marine, and I got a chance and the privilege to fly this aircraft right here. All right, it's known as the AH-1 Whiskey Cobra. We call it the Snake for short, because it's named after, obviously, the Cobra Snake. Our mission was solely to support the guys on the ground. What we did was we provided close air support. So when the guys on the ground that were fighting the bad guys needed help, they would get on a radio and they would call us, and in we would come, and we would help them accomplish their mission. And as you can see, the aircraft doesn't carry any personnel. We just have two pilots, a front seater and a back seater. You can actually fly the aircraft from either one. It's a really cool aircraft. We pretty much just carry rockets, guns, and missiles on the aircraft, and it's really exciting to fly. Some things that we used to carry in the cockpit with us. Bear with me here. The main thing we had was our helmets, all right? And the helmet was very key because, number one, it blocked out a lot of noise. It was a really loud aircraft to fly, and it allowed us to talk to the person in the front seat and the back seat, and also to the ground forces. So this helmet's got a lot of cool stuff on it. You can see it's got the microphone on the front. It's got the visor. On the back, it's got a battery pack. It's got this little mount on the front is for the night vision goggles that we wore. We did a lot of flying at night. Pretty cool piece of gear. To go along with my flight suit that I'm wearing, I have gloves. All right, and what's unique about this flight suit and these gloves is that it's fire retardant, okay? What that means is, in case of an emergency, this outfit and these gloves will protect us from fire or really extreme heat. How many race car driver fans do we have? Any race car driver fans? Yeah, very similar to what the race car drivers are wearing, okay? A lot of stuff is very similar to them. The other thing I would carry is I would always carry a little knee pad here. How many people take notes in class? Oh, you guys are better than I was at your age. But we take a lot of notes in the aircraft, okay? So a lot of times we're talking to the ground forces, we have to know where they're located, what radio they're talking on, a lot of different things we have to take notes with. So I'm gonna leave this stuff over on this table when I get done, and you guys can kind of take a look at it as you walk out. And I'm also gonna leave it with Mr. Zeman at the front in the display case, and you guys can take a look at it as you come to and from a recess or whenever your teachers say it's okay for you guys to look at it. Veterans Day. Veterans Day is an awesome time to reflect, and probably one of the greatest parts about my time in the military service, besides flying the aircraft, it was even better than that, are the people that I got to serve with. And that's what I'd like to do on Veterans Day. I'd like to reflect back and think about those that are still on active duty, those that are still overseas in a very bad place, and I like to think about those that aren't with us anymore. Some of them are people from past wars and past times in their service. Some of them are still active duty serving today. And that's probably one of the coolest parts about the military. You get to serve with people from all different walks of life. A lot of people that I served with didn't look like me. They didn't sound like me. I served with a lot of women. I served with a lot of men from other countries. I served with a lot of people from countries that didn't even speak English. And that was a really cool experience because it taught me about other people and how they live their lives. It's called their culture. How many people have ever heard that term, culture? Right? It's kind of cool. You get to learn about other people's cultures. And that was a really cool experience for me. But I want you guys to learn, there's 3 things that I still use today that I learned in the Marine Corps. Number 1, I learned how to live with honor. Anybody heard that term, honor? Yeah. All right, that's something that you guys can use in your everyday life as well. What honor means to me is doing the right thing even when no one is looking. Okay? I also learned how to live with courage. And courage can take place on a battlefield, or courage can take place right out here on the playground. And what courage to me means is standing up for what you believe in and protecting those that cannot protect themselves. So remember that when you see maybe something going on the playground, it just doesn't feel right to you, okay? We have to be willing to stand up for those that can't protect themselves. And the last thing that I learned, there's lots of things I learned, but this is one of the most important, is commitment, all right? Commitment to me means saying or doing what you say you're gonna do, all right? It means being disciplined. How many people have to make their bed when they get up in the morning, right? How many people have to make their own lunch? 5th graders, are you guys making your own lunch nowadays? Okay, not yet? All right. Commitment also means being willing to be open to learning and being disciplined by those that are in authority over you. Okay? Like your teachers, your parents, your principal, all right, your coaches. How many people are involved in a sport? How many people play in the band, right? You guys are a team in there. You got to listen to your teacher, your band teacher, your instructor. Very important that you guys understand. That was one of the best things that I learned, is how to be disciplined and how to listen to those in authority over the top of me. Lastly, what I want to leave you guys with is, how do you honor Veterans Day, all right? And I think what you guys are doing here in this school is, I mean, I am more than impressed with the singing. That last song, Mrs. B, where's Mrs. B? I mean, seriously. I'm glad there's not more military spouses in here. There'd be a lot of tears. All right, so thank you for that. I think it's great that you guys are thanking a veteran. All right, that's one of the best ways that you can honor Veterans Day and to thank them. Just walk up to a veteran. If you see them, a lot of the old guys wear the hats. Some guys are in outfits like mine, or they're in their cans. Walk up and say thank you. But I think most importantly, the best thing you can do to thank a veteran is to understand what freedoms they fought for. Okay, you guys live, we live in the best country in the world. I mean, it is unbelievable the opportunity you guys have. And I think that's the best way you can thank a veteran. Learn about our country, learn our history, stand for the American flag. You guys already did that, more than impressed. I mean, you already got students that know the national anthem. There's adults that don't know it. I mean, that is really impressive. So keep that stuff up, all right? And just remember, Veterans Day is about those that have served to protect those freedoms. If we don't understand those freedoms, it's going to be really hard to think better. And that's all I want you guys to do, all right? Keep up the good work. It's an awesome pleasure to be here. I want to thank my mom and dad for being here. I want to thank my wife. They're sitting over here. You guys don't get it yet, but having a supportive spouse is awesome as a member of the military. So thank you, hon. And guys, have a great day. Enjoy Veterans Day tomorrow. Mr. Zeman, thank you very much for having me.